Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back with another video. And before you hop into this video, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunt, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will call him back, because Prime just dropped a new story time. So, without further ado, we just gonna hop right into this story time. So, I was on this website called Sniffies that I ended up finding out from this one YouTuber. If I can figure out his name, I'm gonna put it in below. It was the story time. It's a very good video. Y'all gotta watch it. It's funny. So, yeah, how we gonna start this off? So this takes place. This took place last week. I want to say this was like July 1st, like on a Friday. Was July 1st on a Friday? I remember this was like on a Friday. It was a few days before July 4th, and I'm on this Sniffies website. And so, you know, I'm looking at all the men on there and I'm just like, I wasn't feeling it. All of a sudden, I get this text from this one dude, it was this older guy, black guy. I mean, he had a nice body, he stays in the gym, the body was nice. And, y'all, the dick was big. I was like, oh my God, it was big, it was super big. So, I'm like, okay, cool. We do a little bit of talking, blah, blah, blah. Like, what you into, what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. After we get that out the way, so, you know, I hopped in my little hoopty. Because, you know, I got that 2005 Nissan Sentra, and she a hoopty. But I love her, okay? Me and her done been through some things. So, you know, I drive my hoopty to his address. It took me a little minute to find it, because I'm just like, what the fuck is this? It was weird. So, you know, I finally park in his little parking lot. And not his parking lot, like a driveway. I park in his driveway, and I get in there. You know, we talking. Mind you, all he got is drawers on. I'm like, oh, okay. You just got your drawers on? He like, oh, my bad if I'm a little underdressed. I'm like, nah, you good. Shoot, I'm overdressed. You know what I'm saying? So I started taking off my shirt and stuff like that. And then we started making out. And then as we making out, he like, wait, how old are you? Because, you know, I look young as fuck. Usually some of the men, you know what's crazy? Now that I'm, over age, I'm 20 now. But before I was, under 18, men never used to ask me how old I was. That's what gets me. Or they used to ask me after the fact that we done already did it, how old I was. And it's y'all already knew. Now that I'm over the age, I'm legal, everybody always been, so how old are you? Let me see your ID. Damn. Fuck, where was this energy when I was underage? But I digress, back to the story. So, I tell him my age. He like, you sure? I'm like, you want to see my ID? He like, no, you good, I believe you. I'm like, okay. And we resumed to making out. It was mediocre. It wasn't, the best makeout session. I just felt like my lips was overpowering his, because he didn't have, real, big lips. His lips was smaller than mine. They was thin. So, for a black dude, I was like, oh, wow. So, you know, I'm over here just, you know, trying to enjoy the lips that he have. And we making out, and then eventually, he pulled my jaws down, you know, picks my little ass up and puts me on the couch and starts giving me some head, the hair was decent too. It was some decent hair. He did what he needed to do. And next, you know, before I can nut, he pulled his dick out. He get on top of me and started fucking my throat. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So y'all, we pretty much is just giving each other head back and forth for 30 plus minutes. And then eventually I pull out my lube and we just start stroking each other. And then he nut. I mean, damn, it looked like he probably did nut in 2 weeks. Y'all, it was so much. It was a lot. You know, then I nut. And then next, I'm cleaning up. You know, he hand me a towel after he cleaned himself off. Then, you know, I clean up with the towel. He go in the bathroom. I start getting dressed. You know, I finished getting dressed. And then as I'm putting on my little man bag, all of a sudden, I hear the front door unlocking. And then he comes out the bathroom. And then this woman enters the house. And they just look at each other like this. Then she look at me, and then she like, who is this? And y'all, I could just see the panic on this man's face. He is panicking. I mean, he is panicking. He like, y'all, he just starts stuttering. And before I don't know what took over me, y'all, I was like, I'm his son. Bitch, the whole room went quiet, bitch. Then she looked at me, she said, impossible. We've been married for over 20 years. He doesn't have a son. She said, how old are you? I was like, I'm 20. And then she was like, oh. Y'all, she was shocked. She was like, oh my God. She was like, she looked at him, she's like, is this true, Dave? Because she said this man's name. Mind you, I didn't even know this man's name. I didn't know this man's name. I'm like, oh my God, she just said his name. Mind you, I didn't even know his name. He gave me a fake name when we first met up. I think he told me his name was like AJ, which I already knew was fake as fuck. Because a lot of DL men always say their name is AJ, DJ, CJ, some type of J, bitch. JJ. Like, it's like they always give you them short ass nicknames. But I was like, okay, cool. Turns out this nigga name was Dave. Then Dave replies and said, yeah, it's true. Like, she was like, when we were engaged, he was like, it was an accident. It was just a mere hookup. She was a whore. Like, he was like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, don't call my mama a whore. Like, y'all, I was really playing it off. And so me and him just bouncing back and forth. He like, look, it was just a pure mistake. I didn't know she got pregnant. I didn't even know he existed. Y'all, she started crying. I'm thinking like, damn, what the fuck? I mean, she crying hard. I'm like, how the fuck is she crying? Like, cause girl, like, if you knew the real truth, you would be crying for real, cause your man is gay, baby. I'm like, 30 minutes ago, he was sucking penis, okay? But she just bawling, and she bawling so hard that he started crying a little bit too. I'm like, damn, he must really love her, cause like, what the fuck? This is too much. I'm like, damn, I'm over here trying to leave. Like, I'm ready to go. She was like, well, why are you here? Like, what do you want? Like, do you want some money? I'm like, no. I just wanted to see my dad and see why he left me, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all, like, I'm just making all this shit up. Like, I'm making up so much lies. Like, y'all, I was making up so much lies. I really don't even remember all the lies that I was saying. Like, I was just trying to help this man out. And so I could get out safely. Because I don't know if she would have pulled out a Beretta out the purse or something. Or a little something. So I'm like, oh shit. I don't know what type of wife she is. Is she crazy? Shit. So here I go. Like, shit, at this point, she just bawling to the point we can't even talk no more. This bitch just crying. The room is just filled with sadness. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm finna go. And then when I get to the door, I'm like, bye, Dad. That's when she started crying even harder. I'm like, shit. So, y'all, I leave. I get in the car, go home. I want to say about 30 minutes later. Not even 30 minutes. Almost to an hour later. Dave, which is his... AJ/Dave called me. Then he was like, why would you say that? Like, why would you tell her that you're my son? I was like, shit, well, you didn't know what the fuck to say, so I tried to help you out. So he was like, damn, but now I'm gonna have to make up that lie forever. Stick with that lie. I'm like, no, because you probably not, she ain't gonna never see me again. Like, that's probably just gonna be a one-time, done time. But he was like, what if she wants to see, like, he was saying all this shit. I'm like, look, I just wanted to see you. Tell her that I don't want nothing to do with you. I just wanted to see what you look like. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to help this man out. I'm like, look, you should have been prepared. I don't know why you invite somebody over. Imagine you married 20 years and you gonna invite somebody over, a dude, and your wife comes home. Like, you should have been for sure. Like, for sure. Like, this bitch out of state type for sure. to be inviting somebody over. Like, it should have never got to that point where she would open the door and come in. But after that, me and him ain't never talked again. It's only been like a week since then, so I don't know how he's doing or how she's doing, but hey, I'm doing good. Okay, damn, I do feel a little bad because she probably, if she really think about that, if she really smart, she could probably dissect those lies. I mean, because when he came out the bathroom, he had his drawers on, but he just had drawers. So I was like, if she really think, she probably gonna put it together. It wasn't like no sex smell when she came in, because it's not like we was having like sex. Like, we was just giving head and stroking, so she couldn't be like no smell. Like, unless she know, well, Lou really don't have no smell, but that's the only thing she will probably smell. Well, I don't know. Well, good luck to him. But y'all, that was a story, because I'm just like, my life this summer has been real wild. Like, every week is something new. Like, it's something different. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on this summer? Y'all, if you made through this whole story, go ahead and leave a like, a subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Because, bitch, you never know what's gonna happen next on this fucking prime fucking life. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I loved all the support, and I love all the comments y'all leave. And I'll catch y'all next time on another Prime Time.